sisters wellies, Dad, Dewi and Mum in wellies.
But Mum is currently actually not here, but you can just use your imagination.
Yeah.
She looks a bit like me.
So as you can see, the sun is shining down on us.
That's true.
Blue sky.
Josie's trying to power through.
So So as I was trying to get at, it's a beautiful day. It's been a beautiful week. So we're busy on the land, and today's job is to fetch bales back that my dad has mowed, raked and all that jazz. So my dad and Mum did this job, so they are going to just talk you through what they have done to go fetch them.
Yep. And Dawn had a bit of a breakdown in the middle of one of the videos because she was holding the phone the wrong way. She had to have a mess up somewhere.
We knew leaving our mum in charge to film wasn't a good idea, but what can you do?
Yeah,
you can't
so the
be
quality
everywhere.
mightn't be the best, but at least the oldies had a go.
But the banter should be there.
Yeah.
Enjoy!
So this is where we store all of our bales. It's on the back of some sheds, and it's also where we put the trailers then. Mum's coming with all the straps. So when we go fetch bales, it's really important that we strap them down to make sure they don't fall off on the road. So that's what our mum's just sorting now, to make sure they bring all the right straps to the field.
Putting the straps in here now, look. And then storage cupboard. What? Look at you. The straps in there.
So the first thing he's going to do is hitch up, put the trailer on. So of course, to fetch the bales back, he needs to bring the trailer because that's where the bales will be sitting. Will he do it first time? Is the question. Yes, he is. He hitches us in, look, so it's locked in now. I'm just going in between. So he's locked it in now so it can't come out. That stops it bouncing out on the road. So it's attached to the trailer now, to the tractor. It can't come out. Hi, Dad. So he's just going to put the lights in now. So again, this is really important, just so he can indicate and brake and everyone on the road knows what he's doing. Do you just want to start by telling us a bit about what you're going to do and how big the trailer is and things like that?
Yeah, I think the trailer is either 28 or 30 foot, I'm not sure. But it carries 12 bales on the bottom, easily. And then we can double up. We usually normally carry 22 or 17. So we either put a row down the middle of 5 or we double up a row of on each side. So we can carry 10 on top of the 12, so we can carry 22. So it's a nice size trailer. As you can see, we've got a lot of bales we've brought back throughout the year, and we've got one load left, which you're going to see us bring back today. This will be the last load of the season, which I'm glad to say.
So you mowed this down and did it all, but it's not your field, is that right?
No, we rent the fields off Farmer Darren. He won't mind me calling him that, I don't think. And yeah, he's a friend, and I just keep the land tidy for him. So we've had 2 cuts off this particular bit of grass. So this is the second cut on it, and it's quite nice grass. And we baled it up, trying to remember, on Saturday, and we haven't had a chance to actually bring them back till today. But that's because we've been on a lot of other things going on.
TV testing, the weather's been crap and
testing,
stuff.
mowing for silage, which we're picking up tomorrow, and various things like that. So
making the most of the sun, basically trying to get everything done.
100%. So we're going to run down here this morning, get them back.
So Dad's a lot faster on the road, so even though he actually can't start without Mum, he's going to go first. So he's off. He'll start making his way now. And then, as you can hear behind me, it's Jensen being extremely loud. And he's off too. My mum, who is buzzing to go. We got the blue squeezers. They're going to use them today. So my mum's going to follow my dad behind to JCB isn't too much slower, but he just hasn't quite got as much power on the road, so she's going to follow him slowly. And they're both off. So we've left them in charge of doing bales and the filming, because myself, Poppy and the 2 children are going to feed the calves, hence why they're bawling, and also we've had a few babies in the night calves, so we're going to sort them out as well. They've just stopped quick before leaving, just to check everything. My dad's just putting the mirrors out and here flash the lights on the JCB. That's all quite important when going on the road, so my dad's just sorting all that. But I think this time they will actually be leaving. And they're off.
Sisters and Wellies asked me to just explain a little bit about the round bales, why we do them. What we find with the round bales is they are handy for feeding. So when we're sort of feeding a small amount of silage, rather than open a silage clamp and the face of the clamp is open for a long period of time and we're not using it very quickly, it can go off. As with bales, we can just take a bale when we need it, and only that bale is being used. So it's really handy for feeding cattle in the spring and the autumn when we're only using a small amount of feed. What we tend to do is make bales on ground that we are renting, basically. So we're renting these fields here now where we are today from Farmer Darren and Farmer Kirsty, which own this land. They're really nice people. I said I'd give them a shout out. Darren used to be a good pool player at one time, that's how I got to know him, but he's a bit rough around the edges now. So we're down here taking these bales back. Round bales tend to be quite expensive to make because you have to wrap each one individually, you have to get them baled, and you have to transport them back to the farm. As where silage is the same sort of method really, but when you put silage all in one heap and you put one sheet over the top, the sheet could cost you around 60 or 70 quid, as where one wrap of for wrapping bales would cost you, I think it's just about £65, so roughly the same price, and that would do 25 bales. So it is quite an expensive way of making silage, but it is very handy. It works really well on fields like we are here in this part of the world, where the fields are quite small. They're not really suitable for big machines, so we tend to make round bales. As I say, they are quite expensive to make, but they are very handy, and as long as we're not paying too much rent for the ground, it works out really well. So we end up making a few hundred bales, more than we'd like to in some ways, but as you may have seen some of our videos, if we get a little bit short of silage in the spring, and we've got to keep our cows out, and we have to start buying bales or buying silage at that time of year, it will cost us an awful lot of money than buying them now. So what we're doing is just utilising land that we were able to have and trying to be as efficient with it as we possibly can. So we put the bales on. We put 24 bales on the trailer. That's a nice safe load to strap down and bring home. We've got 2 bales spare. Farmer Darren is going to have some llamas, and I don't know what they eat, but he's got 2 bales of silage there, so if he does need them to feed them in the winter, a bit of supplementary dry food, he can use them bales. He'll have to buy them back off me, but that's life. So we come to quite an important part of what we do. We've got quite a long way to bring these bales back, so we strap down. So I'm going to attempt to throw this across the top. It'll probably go badly, but I think that's gone fairly well actually. Dawn will probably have to get on top of the trailer to rectify any problems, but so far it's been pretty positive. Bit of pressure on me now. Yeah, still alright. That one could be a bit dodgy, but we pretend it's okay. 4. Oh no! Just wanted to do 5 out of 5. Come on, 4 or 5. Yeah, we just pretend that's okay as well. So this is a view from top of Darren's lane, Farmer Darren's lane and Farmer Kirsty's lane. It's absolutely wonderful. It does go right round, and as you drive down the other side, so we're just going up there now, you can see it from the other side as well. Beautiful. Beautiful place, Pembrokeshire. You see parts of it every day whilst travelling around fetching bales that I've never seen before, and it is quite amazing. And that's the Preseli Mountains. You might just see Preseli Hills, I should say. I've always known them as mountains, but I think they're actually hills.
So the bales have made it home. As you can see, they're all strapped down. So every single top bale is strapped down so that they could come home without the risk of them falling off on the road.
So taking the strap off is similar to putting it on in reverse. The only thing you have to do is you pull that little lever back like that, hold the strap tight and click it right back.
Gosh.
And then it
Just flings off.
comes off really easy. So I will show putting it on because Dawn did film this all the wrong way round. So we're going to just show you. Okay, so basically take the strap. What I did point out is have it at knee shape. That's always a good way to remember.
Yeah, that is a
So
good thing to
feed
know.
in from that end. Put it through. Find the other thingy underneath that you want to put it onto, the hook. So it's there. Pull it tight. Hold it with that hand like that. So you've got everything all in that hand now, and then just take that lever back and then just start ratcheting. And that's an easy way to do it. I mean, you just ratchet up really nice and tight, and it's done. Close that. If you've got any spare, you tie it round.
So how does it look? Sorry, you just literally shut it.
Yeah, so you just ratchet up like that, and then when you get back, you just pull that back,
Oh, and
click
lock it in.
and then, as I say, if you have any spare time. So to undo, opposite pull, right up, hold that tight, and then put it down,
You do make that look easy.
and it's as easy as that.
Nice.
Over here, Dowy's just currently discovered his shadow and he's trying to run away from it.
Have you got a shadow?
So while Grandad's busy getting the bales, Dowy's busy discovering his shadow.
Oh, that's nice. That's the difference in ages, isn't it?
Oh, what's that?
So he obviously has to take all the straps off before he can unload, because of course Jenny can't lift them off with the straps on, because that is the whole point of the straps, so they can't come off. Right, everyone stand clear. Ooh, I wonder what's going to happen now. Oh, it's coming off. Oh, it's in the hedge. It's like fireworks. Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Whoa. Oh, another good one. 1, 2, 3. Whoa. Oh, another good one. 3 out of 5 ain't bad. Well, one was in the hedge, one I reckon's gonna get stuck, and the other 3 were really good. Not that we're testing you or anything. Here's Mum now. Mum, we've got a bone to pick with you. Dad's just had to re-show us how to tie a strap down. Why is that?
Well, I always told you, don't put me in charge of the camera.
Fair enough, you do say that. So now, as you can see, all 4 of them are just rolling the straps, and before they go any further, they'll just sort the straps out, put them safe, and put them away, because otherwise next time when they go to do bales, they won't know where the straps are, so they're just going to sort them out now. Oh, Poppy's done hers with her favourite colour. Well done, Poppy.
Thank you.
So we're now just taking the bales off the trailer, so Dad's on the JCB. The tool he's using to do this is called a squeezer. So it's different to a spike. It looks a bit like a spike, but if you look at the ends properly, you'll see there is no spike to be seen. So the reason for that, as you can see, he's squeezed underneath the bale there and he's picking it up. And that's so that he's not making any holes in the bales, which is really, really important. So if there was holes in the bale, there would be air getting in, and then the fermentation wouldn't be very successful. So you'd get loads of waste, there'd be loads of mould around that area, and the bale basically wouldn't be any good. So rather than spiking them and then having to patch it up, we use a squeezer to avoid having to do any of that. And yeah, it just keeps the quality of the bale a lot better. You can patch up with like bale tape, but it would be nowhere near as good. So as you can see there's absolutely no damage to that bale at all. So we're adding to this stack here. That's where the bales will be living now until we're ready to use them. So it's just next to our race system. It's quite a good area to put them because we don't tend to use this space for anything much really. And then he's managed to get the trailer nice and close. So he's only got to drive to there, reverse back, and drive them in. So the job will be done in no time. So this particular load, there is quite a lot on there. So it is quite a tricky job in the sense you can't just go for it without really concentrating, because you've got to make sure your rollers then are going in between the bales, and it is quite easy to rip holes into the bales either side and things like that. So you have got to be quite careful to be quite precise with it and make sure you're picking up one bale and not damaging any others. So he uses then the JCB to open the rollers up so they can go quite wide like they are now. It's quite hard to see because of the sun. As you saw then, they opened up a bit there. And then he'll guide them in either side of the bale, like so. And when he's happy then that he's got enough grip, he'll close it up, and that's where the bale gets squeezed.
and then lift. So you have to squeeze it enough so that it can lift up without falling down. But again, not so hard that it'll make holes in it. So you have got to be quite careful with what you're doing. And that's the trailer empty, so most of the bales went there. But you can probably just about see in the background, we got quite a lot of other bales also on the farm. So we didn't want to block that area up too much because we got some machines there and things. So we also put quite a lot through here. So the bales, you can see the other side of that fence. They're from some of the first ones we brought in. So there's quite a big stack going all the way down there. And then we've also started a new stack then to the right of it here. So we put some bales in by here as well then. So we got bales everywhere at the moment, but it's surprising how quickly we go through them then during the winter. So yeah, good job done. Job done. So we thought we'd replace Dad with Mum for the end, as that's only fair. So yeah, we tend to do quite a lot of bales during the summer season alongside our camp silage. So thought we'd just show you a little bit about bringing them home and everything like that. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you. See you next week.